Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another Picks and Mix. Well, we've mixed it up a bit, and this week it's In the Camera's View, where we look at those classic videos and DVDs of concerts, etc. And today we have got a concert by Yes. And the DVD it first came out actually on VHS in 1985, and it's 9012 Live. It sort of come out when they did the 9012 Live, the solos. And it was recorded in Canada, in Edmonton, but on the 28th and 29th of September 1984. And it was in support of the 11th studio album 90125, which came out in 1983. Now, this, the band at the time was, of course, singer John Anderson, guitarist Trevor Rabin, original keyboard player Tony Kaye, and two late great performers of Yes, one being Chris Squire on the bass and Alan White on the drums. Now, in addition to on the VHS, the concert, you've got the film includes special effects by Charlex and colorized version of a short film called Young Man's Fancy from 1952. As I said, it was released on VHS and aired on MTV in November 1985 as a sort of a promo for that Solos album. Then in 2006 it was released on DVD with bonus footage, the director's cut, and we'll go on why it is different. And the film was directed by future Academy Award winner Steven Soderbergh, and he and the group were nominated for a Grammy for the best music video, long form release for this. So this starts up with a little bit of this film called Young Man's Fancy. Now you've got a young boyfriend and girlfriend, and they're around the girlfriend's house, and dad's in the lounge, and they start talking about music. And they say, "Oh, we've got a record player." Like, "Well, can we put some tunes on, Dad?" "Yeah." And she thought he was going to put on some real groovy stuff, and he puts all this big band stuff on, and the dad laughs, and the girl doesn't say anything. She just does. And it cuts into the start of the show. Now, the start of the show is that short little piece from 90125, Cinema. And the first thing you notice, what are they wearing? And look like they've got makeup on. I mean, Alan White. I've never seen Alan White look so camp. So they do that, and then that finishes, and then you get Leave It. Brilliant. But what I don't like about it, it keeps cutting to these horrible graphics. I don't want that. I want to watch a concert. You know, it's a great performance, like that a lot. Next up, and it's got them famous words on the drums, Mr. Alan White, it's great to be with you tonight. And straight into Hold On, which is great. One of my favourite tracks off, probably is my favourite track off the 90125 album. Great version of it, great guitar work from Trevor on that. I do like it live. Then we go for a classic, where John Anderson talks about this magic guitar that does the beginning of that on I've Seen All Good People. It's a really good version of it. Yeah, it's just a nice good version of it. Okay, that goes on for a little while. Then we go back to the 90125 album and a track called Changes. Now on the album, it's okay. It's just the production on it is very 80s, but the live version is far better. What I like about it, it's the bass from Chris Squire has got more punch. The drum sound, Alan's drum sound, a lot better, and it's probably the best version of that I've got. Then we get this little intro, Make It Easy, which is a little bit of one of Trevor's solo stuff, and then you get that great riff, din, 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 din. And I love this track on the album, but the live version on this is the best live version. Okay, when Steve Howe does it, he does a great version of it, but that riff belongs to Trevor, and this is the best version. To me, this is the best version of this. Okay, it's on that little thing that they had, that sort of mini Yes reunion with Reitman, Anderson and Rabin, but for some reason it just hits a note on this. Really good version of it, a lot heavier, which is good. Then we get another track off 90125, It Can Happen. Again, sounds much better live. There's one thing about this, the production on this recording is great, even for a VHS video. A good track. Then we get City of Love. Again, much better. The bass line is great on the album, but live it's that and on the album it's more of a boo boo. But I don't know if Chris turned it up to 11, but boy does it rattle. Great version of that song. And then the DVD VHS ends with a great version of Starship Trooper, one of my favourite tracks by Yes. Again, it's really good. Highlight of there is Chris Squire's bass line, getting into the groove. It's a really nice way to end the video, because they didn't have the whole thing, which is a shame, because I have got a rather dodgy copy of the whole concert that was recorded in Germany, and it's a pretty good show actually. It's got a lot of the older stuff on, but this is obviously promoting 9012 and all that. So great performance. They dressed them up like weirdos, because there are other clips on there. There's one that's done in Germany, I'll tell you at the end, where you can go and watch it, and they're just wearing regular clothes and they look a lot better. This was done for that MTV thing, you know, now they like to jazz everything up. But I don't like cutting into all them graphics and that. It sort of spoils it. Really did spoil it, and that's the only thing I had about this when it came out. I didn't like it with that, although I used to like the VHS video and the songs on it. But then somebody in 2006 says, why don't we release this on DVD? And what we'll do now, we'll put some bonus footage in. We'll have the director's cut without the effects and the stock footage. And everyone went, yay! And it is far better as a DVD release. It's in 5.1. It's absolutely brilliant. I have got it, but I forgot to bring it out to show you. But yeah, it's much better when I released it on DVD. So how I'm going to sort of score it today is a little bit different. So as the VHS, it was ruined by the MTV clips and all that rubbish. I didn't like how they dressed them up like clowns either. But it was a brilliant show, and I really enjoyed it. So if that was what was going to be it, no remaster and all that, it would have got a 6 out of 10. But the DVD is better because it's a great package. You get bonus discs, you get all sorts of things on there, and they've taken away all the graphics and all that. It's just the concert. None of the arty-farty stuff that didn't need it. So for that reason, I'm going to give this, on the whole, you know, the combination, I'll give this a 8. A definite 8 out of 10 for this, because it's got the best versions of these songs from this album. And as I said, if you want to watch them in a bit more regular clothes, and it's not a bad show. There's bits missing off that, but it was done for German TV, I think, or American. I can't remember what it's done, but it's done the Capital Centre at Landover. Just put in live at Capital Centre Landover 1984, and you'll bring that up. So there we go. There's a bit of nostalgia. I love doing these, talking about some of these classic VHS videos. So that's all for this edition of Pick and Mix. I'll be back later, of course, with the live stream, and I can tell you that we have got one confirmed guest, and that is the legend that is Rob Walker from Let the Music Play. He looks forward to coming on. I'll be here, and Dave, I don't know if we're going to get Dave voice or Dave picture tonight. All depends what's going on at his end, because remember, he's still recovering from his stroke, so I know people pop in now and again, so you just don't know. So they'll be there. Rocky will be here, usually barking for his treats. No doubt we'll see Vinyl Dale, and I'll just wonder if Mr. McCook will come in, because he did give me some friendly banter about my David Bowie Part 1. He's going to show me the way, apparently, which I'm looking forward to. So that's that. Tomorrow is live, Friday being Friday, it is a live album ranking, and we're going to look at 2 great albums from Miss Kate Bush. And also we've got a new album review for you tomorrow, and this one is the new album for Metallica, 72 Seasons. So looking forward to that. So either see you at 8 PM tonight, or if you're watching on the east coast of America, that'll be 3 PM for you. And if you're on the west coast of the Americas, that is 12 noon. So have fun, and I will see you all later or tomorrow. Bye for now.